Now, for most people, choosing which public bathroom to go to isn't even an issue. But for the trans community, washrooms can be a place loaded with judgment and gender. The CBC's Jenifer Norwell went to the public bathroom with Rita O'Link, a trans woman living in Sudbury.
As a transgender person, when you first venture out, you can only go as far as your bladder will take you. That sounds kind of fun or silly, but it's a big thing. How do you gauge where you're going to be allowed to go? The washroom is our most feared place because we don't want to cause a problem. We don't want to be a problem, but we got to go. We're only human. Now, which one do we go to? Can you imagine, you see me here now, could you imagine me walking into a guy's washroom like this? That's going to go over really well. Somebody's going to come out of there with lumps and I don't want it to be me. So I don't belong there. So I have to go to the women's washroom. Often we try and look for single-use facilities, but using a single-use facility is telling ourselves we're not really real. This here is a very scary place for me because if someone's going to object to me, this would be the place that it would happen. Let's face it, this is a very, sensitive and private woman's place. It's a place where I belong, but it's a place where someone that doesn't understand me is most apt to bring up the issue.
Why is it that people feel such ownership over places like a public bathroom as a place to enforce gender?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can understand a woman wanting a private place to do her business, of course. I think we've oversensitized the issue. And of course, you'll always hear the big one, the bathroom thing. Well, men are going to dress up as women and go in there and molest little children or peek or whatever. First of all, I'd like to see a guy put on heels and try and run away from a place like this. Okay? He'd be the easiest guy to catch. Go have your coffee at Timmy's. He'll never make the door until you're done.
With navigating those heels, he'd never know what to do.
No, he wouldn't know what to do. The thing is we belong here, and this is a hard place to come to at first for a transgender person. We have to come here, but this is where we have the highest level of fear. This is where we fear the worst kind of possible rejection. You see that washroom there for the family? That is where we do not belong. That should be a safe place for family with kids. I'm a woman. I'm here on my own. I belong in the women's washroom. If I was here with my grandkids, then I would belong in that washroom.
Why? There's talk about, well, why not just create a third bathroom? Does that exacerbate the issue?
Yes, it does, and it denigrates us. And it denigrates us because what it's saying is you're not woman enough to go in the women's washroom. You're not who you say you are in your heart. That hurts. That is very painful. That is extremely damaging to us. It doesn't sound like much, but for us to be able to use the correct washroom is a huge psychological deal to us. It's a core part of our identity. If we're not even welcome to pee where we belong, then how are we welcome anywhere? We become it instead of her.
How could we as a society make it a safer space for people in the trans community?
Simply just treat us the way we present. That's it. You see, just treat us like any other woman that's in the washroom. That's all. Smile at us and go about your business, we'll go about ours. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Just treat us as we are, as women. The transgender sound of success. We get to come here, do that, leave, and not be bothered by anyone.
Rita O'Link is a trans woman living in Sudbury. She was talking with the CBC's Jenifer Norwell. Of course, if you have something to say about anything you hear on the program, you're welcome to give us a call at Talkback at 1-800-461-1138. That's 1-800-461-1138. You can send us an email as well, pointsnorth@cbc.ca. We're also available online, cbc.ca/pointsnorth.